Former Packers players on Jets roster. How Aaron Rodgers reshaped the 2024 team with old Green Bay teammates. In the NFL, it's not uncommon for coaches who switch teams to bring along familiar faces from their previous rosters, either through free agency or by facilitating trades. However, when a player changes teams, it's rare to see a similar phenomenon unfold. Yet few players possess the influence that future Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers commands. When Rodgers was traded to the New York Jets ahead of the 2023 NFL Draft, it sparked a noteworthy trend of players transitioning from Green Bay to New York, following the high-profile trade of Davante Adams. Let's delve into the list of former Packers who have now found a home with the Jets. Toucher, a unique pipeline between Green Bay and New York. The adage goes, once is by chance, twice is coincidence, and 3 times is a pattern. In the ever-changing landscape of the NFL, where player movement is the norm, it's intriguing to observe when multiple former teammates converge on the same franchise. The driving force behind this connection between Green Bay and New York was undoubtedly Aaron Rodgers. While the veteran quarterback certainly has considerable sway, the number of players he attracted to the Jets was quite remarkable. The Jets were keen to surround Rodgers with familiar faces to ease his transition into the new environment, while they didn't completely overhaul their roster. Adding depth players that Rodgers was comfortable with proved advantageous for both the quarterback and the team's overall chemistry. Why 2023? Jets roster, an influx of former Packers. The inaugural year of Rodgers' tenure with the Jets saw a significant influx of former Packers. Veteran wide receiver Randall Cobb was anticipated to contribute as a reliable depth option. However, due to Rodgers' injury, his involvement was limited. Cobb played in 11 games but recorded only 5 receptions for 39 yards and a single touchdown. There were rumors circulating about the Jets pursuing veteran offensive tackle David Bakhtiari, but he opted to remain with the Packers for the 2023 season. He was released in 2024 but never joined the Jets. Here's a list of players who were once part of the Packers alongside Rodgers and now don the Jets colors. Allen Lazard, Randall Cobb, Shu Buar Malik Taylor, Shu, backup QB Tim Boyle, Adrian Amos, Jake Hansen, Dennis Kelly, Billy Turner. There's Jets 2024 depth chart, a star-studded lineup. The addition of Davante Adams has significantly bolstered the Jets' depth chart, making their offensive skill players among the most formidable in the league. While Rodgers' career is approaching its twilight, this roster is primed to help him finish on a high note. Breece Hall and rookie Braylon Allendahl have quickly established themselves as one of the most dynamic running back duos in the NFL, complementing each other's strengths. Adams' presence enhances the passing attack, elevating the play of emerging stars like Garrett Wilson, who is widely regarded as one of the premier young wide receivers in the game. Additionally, Allen Lazard's established rapport with Rodgers has already proven beneficial in 2024. Although Mike Williams might slide down the depth chart, he remains a standout talent, easily ranking as one of the top 4th receivers in the league. Rodgers has historically leaned on his tight ends, but due to struggles within the New York offensive line, Tyler Conklin has found himself tasked with more blocking duties, limiting the development of their connection on the field. Reflection on the Packers' 2020 roster. 6 members of the Packers' 2020 roster have played for the Jets since Rodgers' acquisition in 2023. Your QB Aaron Rodgers. Your Davante Adams. Your Allen Lazard. Or Malik Taylor, currently on IR with the Jets. As Adrian Amos, now a free agent. QB Tim Boyle, currently with the Miami Dolphins. Rodgers won his 3rd career MVP award in 2020, building a strong connection with Adams, who racked up an impressive 1,374 yards and 18 touchdowns that season. Lazard, despite appearing in only 10 games, contributed with 451 yards and 3 touchdowns. Taylor, a rookie at the time, made his mark in 15 games with 66 yards and a touchdown. Amos was a key defensive player, starting every game and accumulating 83 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 sacks, while Boyle spent the majority of the season as a backup. The legacy of Cobb and Rodgers. While Randall Cobb and Aaron Rodgers share a long history from their time together in Green Bay, it's worth noting that Cobb spent the 2020 NFL season with the Houston Texans. Their journey back together in New York further highlights the unique dynamics of player relationships in the league and how a star player like Rodgers can significantly reshape a team's roster through his influence and connections. As the Jets continue to build their roster around Rodgers, it will be fascinating to see how this infusion of former Packers translates into success on the field and how it impacts the team's pursuit of a championship. Packers urged to replace Josh Myers with $49 million Pro Bowler. The Green Bay Packers may be in need of a new starting center if Josh Myers doesn't show significant improvement by the end of the 2024 season. While the Packers have traditionally focused on drafting and developing their offensive linemen, there's a high-profile free agent who could catch their attention in 2025, four-time Pro Bowler Ryan Kelly. Myers, a second-round pick in 2021, has underperformed since taking over as the starting center following Corey Linsley's departure. Though Myers has allowed 0 sacks through the first 6 games of 2024, his 11 total pressures and struggles as a run blocker over 401 snaps have raised doubts about his long-term future with the team. Even if Myers shows flashes of good play, it may not be enough for the Packers to justify a long-term extension when his contract expires in 2025. This has led to speculation that Green Bay could make a bold move in free agency with Keckern. Bleacher Report's NFL scouting department, urging them to target Colts center Ryan Kelly. Josh Myers has continued to be below average this season, and his contract is about to expire. It's unlikely Myers will be back as the starting center in Green Bay next fall, Bleacher Report wrote. Meanwhile, Kelly is set to hit the open market and is still performing at a high level. Is Ryan Kelly the right move for the Packers? If the Packers decide to pursue a center upgrade in 2025, Ryan Kelly could be their best available option. A former first-round pick in 2016, Kelly has started 115 games for the Colts and consistently ranked among the top centers in the NFL. Over his 9-year career, Kelly has earned 4 Pro Bowl selections, including in 2023, when he allowed just 7 pressures, a league low for starting centers. According to Pro Football Focus, Kelly ranked as the 4th best center in the NFL in their 2024 offseason rankings, behind only Creed Humphrey, Frank Ragnow, and Tyler Linderbaum. Signing him, however, would represent a departure from the Packers' usual strategy of building through the draft, as Kelly will turn 32 before the 2025 season begins and is likely to command a hefty price tag. He previously signed a 4-year, $49.65 million deal with the Colts, and his high level of play suggests he'll demand a similar contract. Additionally, Kelly does carry some injury risks. While he's only missed significant time once due to foot surgery in 2017, he has completed all 17 games in just 3 of his 8 seasons. He's already missed 2 games for the Colts in 2024, which could be a concern for Green Bay. Could the Packers replace Myers from within? While targeting a high-profile free agent like Kelly could solve the Packers' issues at center, Green Bay might prefer to stick with their tried-and-true method of developing offensive linemen. With the 2025 NFL Draft on the horizon, they could opt to find their next starting center there. But could their future starter already be on the current roster? One option could be rookie offensive lineman Jordan Morgan, whom the Packers selected 25th overall in the 2024 draft. Initially envisioned as a future starter at guard or tackle, Morgan's progress has been slowed by injury. But if he shows growth, the Packers could experiment with their lineup. This could involve moving star lineman Ewelton Jenkins-Gaga to center, replacing Myers, and inserting Morgan into the lineup as their new left guard. The Packers also have the option of shifting right tackle Zach Tom Farden to center. Tom has been praised for his versatility, and according to ESPN's Rob Demovsky, the Packers view him as a potential Pro Bowl right tackle, all-pro guard, or even a Hall of Fame caliber center. If the Packers believe they can find a new right tackle in the 2025 draft, moving Tom to center could be a viable strategy. I was told by a couple of people within the organization that they think Zach Tom is a Pro Bowl right tackle, an all-pro guard, and a potential Hall of Fame center, Demovsky said in April on ESPN Milwaukee's Wild Tausch radio show. Ultimately, the Packers face several important decisions regarding their offensive line. Whether they make a splash in free agency by signing Ryan Kelly or look within their own ranks, it's clear that Josh Myers' future as Green Bay's starting center is uncertain.